Hi guys, this is Suzanne Shirley. We're here with everybody tonight, and we're going to be doing a power hour, and we're going to use our virtual office. So go ahead and log in to your virtual office. I want you to go ahead and go to My Business and click on your ambassadors, and then sort the report. If you need to learn how to do that, if you go into My Business, there are different columns in the report, and you sort according to level. So there's a column called level. Let's say you only have 10 people on your team. Let's say you have 250 people on your team. That's where this sorting thing becomes really important. So sort to your level ones. And we're going to scroll to the ones who joined the most recent joins. I want you to go there. Now, if you're wondering, hey, Suzanne, what are we going to be doing tonight? Well, I have everything on the team page. Everything is on the team page. Looks like this right here. I'm going to make it even a little bit bigger so that you can see it. View, zoom in, view, zoom in. Okay, so the verbiage is here. Notice that we are going to be inviting people, whether they're ambassadors on our team, to prospects, people that have been interested in Plexus, people that wanted to join, just never did, people that you've talked to about Plexus, people that you've had sample the product. I don't know about you guys, but I am a massive sampler. I use samples like crazy. And I have to just say this now. This is the biggest thing you can do for your business, is get the product in people's hands. And you don't give away large quantities of samples. You don't have to give away a $20 sample or a $10 sample. Give away a single serving or two single servings of one or two products. Nowadays, I like to give a single serving of a couple products. And the reason why I give more than one product, I used to do just give me a week's worth or 3 or 4 days of one product. Well, what if they come back and say, Suzanne, I don't like the flavor of this product. Okay, well then they think that's the whole thing, that's the only thing they can do. But if you give them a single serving of more than one product, then you have other options for them to take a look at. And that's why I'm saying, okay, is this 3-day challenge group something only for people who have the 3-day challenge box that's purchased on the virtual office? No, you can put people in there that have a single stick of Slim or a single stick of Slim and Active. And that is my most popular sample pack that I send to people for free. Maybe I've had a nice conversation online with somebody, and I say to them, you know, just out of the blue, I've enjoyed talking to you. I just want to bless you. I have some samples laying around. I'm getting ready to send them to about 4 or 5 other people. I would love to just add you to the list and pop it in the mail. Send me your address and I will send you a couple of samples of our incredible energy giving, fewer cravings, better sleep, hungry control pink drink. And to top that off, I have this really great clean ingredient energy drink all by itself. You're going to love them. Would you love me to get that in the mail to you? I mean, seriously, keep it simple. When you're talking to people online, that's what I do. I offer to give a sample. Guys, it costs a couple bucks. And when you go down to the brass tacks of things, this is a business and you must treat it as a business. And therefore, you're going to have to invest some money, all right? You don't need to invest a lot of money, but how about 1 extra bag of Active and 1 bag of Plexus Slim per month? That means you can give away 30 sticks of Slim and 14 sticks of Active every single month. And that let me tell you, turns into new ambassadors. And it's the easiest way to have leads coming your way. When you get the product in people's hands, they love it because it's amazing. 9 times out of 10 people try it and they're like very interested. Then that could lead to going to the 3-day group that we already have ready to go. And then it eventually leads to them purchasing some sort of a welcome pack and joining us, or maybe buying a product or two and joining as a customer. Let's jump right in. So go ahead to your virtual office. I've given you a few minutes while I've talked here. Hopefully you've scrolled into your virtual office and you've logged in and you've clicked on My Business and you've clicked on points and rank, and then you click on your level ones, sort that list for your level ones only, the ones who've joined the most recent. Today, starting out, we are going to focus on duplication. This is so important. And if you're not understanding it, we have to get this now. If you're the only one on your team sponsoring people and no one else is doing that, it's going to take a long time to accomplish your goal. So we want you to grow, but if you're only the one that's doing the work, it's going to be a lot slower. So we want to get people duplicating your actions. Tonight, we're going to use our 3-day challenge group. We're going to offer samples and our new collagen, okay, our new collagen product to engage or re-engage active ambassadors, inactive ambassadors, customers, and potentials. So get all of your people into that 3-day. That's the key. We want to get everybody in there. Current ambassadors, former ambassadors, current customers, former customers, friends, potentials. Get them in there. That's what we want. And this is how we're going to do it. And then get them to invite 3 of their friends. Okay? So let's go to your active level ones. These are people that are loving the product. They buy it every single month. They have a PV of 100 or more on a subscription. They're loving their products. Every time you talk to them, they've got more of a story they've developed. Those are the ones you're going to go to first. So I want you to get as many of these messages as you can sent out. Please remember, keeping it simple is so important. Often we try to overthink this and we think, well, I've got to make this a more personalized message. No, just get the word out, okay? If you've been talking to these level ones and they trust you, they joined you, they appreciate you, they trust you, they're going to read your message. Here's the one you're going to send. Hey, Karen, I know you've been loving your supplements and you're feeling better than ever. With the release of our most recent products, we've redesigned a challenge group to share the new info as well as info on our classic products. It's fun and easy to digest info with the fun prize giveaways along the way. Could I add you to that group and help you to gather some of your people to check it out as well? That's a call to action. I want you to copy and paste that and send that to at least 3 people. 5 is better. 10 is even better. Okay? Go. I'm going to give you 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Okay, guys. So how do we do? Can I hear some feedback a little bit? How are we doing on that? How many have we messaged?
I messaged 5.
That's awesome. Now, these are people that are not already in the group, right?
Right.
Okay. Awesome. Great.
But I also, out of that was a level 2 that I helped someone sponsor. That's really, yeah, you know what I mean.
Adopted.
Okay.
We're going to get to those
Adopted.
adopted ones here in a minute. Okay, so when they say yes, I want you to take a look at the screen here. If they say yes, add me, then you say, okay, we're really looking to get as many people in the challenge as possible this month to help educate and share our experiences with our new products. Does anyone come to mind that could benefit from these products? Just ask them that simple question. These are people loving Plexus already, okay? They've already thought of some individuals that could benefit from Plexus. You're just asking them to give you a few names, okay? Does anyone come to mind? Or you could say this, great, could I help you with a really simple way to invite some people to learn more about the benefits of these products, okay? Now, let me just say this right now, okay? Hear me. A lot of these people, your goal is to get them to go silver. These are people loving their products. They're the lowest hanging fruit on your team. They need to go silver. They need to find their 3 people and get a check in their hands. And oftentimes they're not going to be self-starters. They're going to be not the ones that are taking the initiative. You have to take the initiative. You're asking them to think about people that they can think of that would love to have some exposure to these products. And then what you can do, instead of asking them to go and sell samples, you can offer to send those samples to their people to get them going, okay? We'll talk a little bit more about that here in a minute. But you can take the initiative and help them go silver. Oftentimes, we're going to hold their hand, quite frankly. We're going to walk them through this because once they see how it can be done, then they can realize, okay, I can do this now. So let's copy and paste a message for this task. Personalize it if you want, but remember, I just said that a lot of us have a lot of active level 1s. The object is just to get these people in there and see who's open to being added into there. And if they're not yet open to sharing with others, yes or no. We want to know. Once you get them in the challenge, okay, let's say hypothetically, they say, well, you know what? I may know a few people, but I'm not yet ready to share. Okay, no problem. Get them in there, in the group, and follow up. Hey, how are you loving our group? Was there anything that stood out to you today? Did you happen to see such and such testimony? I'm going to tag you in that testimony. Stay active with them throughout the challenge. When the challenge is over, these are people already taking the products. They love them. So all you have to do is go back in, follow up, and say, hey, Gina, I just can't wait to hear. What did you love about the challenge? And they could say, they could respond to you and you could say, was there anyone that came to mind during the challenge that you could think of would love to be exposed to these products and try them for themselves? I have a few single samples here at the house. I'm going to send out some anyway to some people that I'm currently working with. Why don't you send this message to your friend, give them a message, and ask them if they would be willing to check out this challenge group for 3 days in exchange for trying the product and giving you their opinion. Would they be open to doing that? Hey, I can come up with 3 people for that. Okay, great. Why don't we do that? And then that way you can work with your level 1 and give out single samples and help them to start sponsoring, okay? Or here's another really great idea. Now, this came from Emily Gibson. Instead of selling the challenge boxes like on the website for $19.95, which by the way is an incredible deal, they're getting 4 products for 3 days with a coupon on the inside, plus training, exposure, testimonies, free prizes, all kinds of things. All right, that's a no-brainer. It's cheap. How about this though? You give away that box for $10. You say, how about this? For $10, you'll get a box worth of products more than $20 with a $20 coupon, a 3-day challenge of full experience, support, testimonies, and inspiration, and ideas for healthy meals. And at the end, you give a $20 coupon and have them just send you through PayPal or Venmo the $10. And then you go directly into your own virtual office and you get that $19.95 box and you send it to that person, and basically you're eating $10. Okay, they're paying you 10, you're eating 10. It comes up with free shipping. There's no shipping charged. And here's the trade-off. You could get a new ambassador. They could get a new ambassador. They could go silver. It is truly an incredible idea. And with that $10, they're still showing their commitment. Okay, so there's an idea. All right, now here's another idea for an adopted level 1. Okay, adopted level 1s. Let's say that you don't have really a relationship with these people. Like you have not mentored them. You have not signed them up. You've not helped answer any questions on their products. You basically don't know them. Their sponsor has quit working, or their sponsor is no longer helping them, and you need to build a relationship. Guys, there's tons of people on our teams like this. Okay, so I want you to really think, literally, okay, imagine this. Somebody has been working on your team, they've built to gold, and now they're doing nothing. Okay, so all those people that are built for that gold team, you don't know those people because you didn't sponsor them. It's time to build a relationship with them. They have their products, they're still taking them, they're loving them. You need to build a relationship. So in order to gather these folks and encourage duplication for them, we have to offer them our support. Maybe their sponsor's taken a step back, but they're still loving the product and they order every month. We need to be reaching out and saying something like this, okay? Here's an idea. Hi, Mary. My name is Kate. I wanted to introduce myself and see how I can help you. I see that you've been faithfully taking XYZ. Now, if you want, you can go in and look at their order history, or you can just say, hey, I see you've been faithfully taking the products. All right. And I have a feeling you've got an incredible story. Would you take just a minute and share your story with me? I would love to hear it. See, you're asking them to talk about what they love about Plexus and share their story with you. And that's a conversation starter. And it's revolving around Plexus, and you're going to build trust, you're going to build rapport, and that's where it starts. So as the conversation continues, you can let them know that we have some brand new products and that we recently redesigned our 3-day challenge. Ask them if you can add them to it. So once you're talking to them, you say, hey, we've recently redesigned this thing called the 3-day challenge, where it gives info about some of our most powerful products. Would you be open to me adding you to it? And when they say yes, you say, great. I also want to let you know that these groups are open to anybody who is taking Plexus, okay, or has a sample in their hands. Have you thought of anybody in your life that could benefit from these as well? You know, just keep it simple. A nice little conversation, very casual. Don't make it sound, don't be so pressured because you think you're selling people. You're not. You're helping them through the process of sponsoring, okay? So I want you to look at your report and go and try to identify some of these people whose sponsor might not be active anymore and they need your help, and you need to build a relationship with them. Now, while you're looking, I want you to look. here's a tip. A lot of us stop with that one person. We just go and help that one person and we stop because we're just afraid of seeming pushy, or they once told us that they didn't want to share. But you know what? It's our job to go back and revisit the 3-day challenge. Go back and revisit. And it's not a pushy sales group, okay? It's simply a great way to learn more, win some free prizes, and have fun. So just keep it casual and super simple. Go and identify 3 people that you can send that message to. And if you can send 5, that's even better, okay? Go and do that now. 3 minutes. Okay. Were you able to find a couple of people, 2 to 3 people that you might be able to start a conversation with? Let's hear some feedback. Yes? I know I have a team full of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was able to.
Yeah. I have tons of people that I need to be building these kinds of relationships with. So yes, identify whether they're taking the product consistently, reach out to them first, obviously not the inactive ones. So we've got to make this a regular habit. Now, for those of you watching the recording, so important to know that you can use all of these messages and verbiage pretty much anytime, because we're going to be doing these 3-day challenge groups ad infinitum for month after month after month. Okay. So let's go back to the next thing here. Okay, we're going to go to our inactive ambassadors. So these are going to be your level ones that are inactive. We call them white lines. And it's because they have no subscription. They're inactive. Your goal here is going to be to reactivate them and get them to go silver. There is this particular gal on Brooke's team, Brooke Hemingway, one of our very most successful ambassadors in our company, Double Diamond. There's a gal on her team who is a pro at bringing back inactive ambassadors and helping them to go silver. And do you know what, guys? Yes, there's so many things that go in to a person coming back. The number one thing is them feeling loved from you. The number one thing is them feeling a connection from you, that you care about them truly, personally, outside of Plexus, whether or not they come back. You're interested in caring for their relationship and adding value to their life. Okay? That truly is more than half of the factor that's going to bring them back. So, okay. Let's just think about some of these people. Now, voice messages work really well with people, okay? Especially if these are your level ones. They joined you at one point. They said yes to Plexus. But if all you have been doing is sending them message after message about the latest sample, the latest special, the latest group, the latest incentive, the latest new product, and you have not talked to them about their regular life, now is the time to be talking to them about their regular life, okay? So you're gonna have to add something. You're gonna have to just stay away from talking about Plexus for a while. You need to focus on building that rapport again, building that bridge of trust. If all you've been doing is talking about Plexus, then it's not gonna work, okay? But if you have someone who is, you've already been building that rapport, you're staying in good communication with them, you know, how about a message like this? Hey, Kate, I was thinking about you today and I just wanted to send us a message to say hello. I hope that you and your family are doing well. I'm just super thankful for you and the support that you've given me in the past. I just wanted you to know that. You can leave it at that if you have not connected with them personally. Leave it there. However, if you've been connecting with them and they have a good rapport with you, then you can add this next thing. I know the products didn't quite work for you as you had hoped, but a lot has changed with our company since then. And I just want you to know that I'm always here if you ever want to give it a shot again. Okay? Now, white lines, these are inactive ambassadors that you have not talked to in a bit, who maybe didn't give it enough time. Okay, you haven't talked to them in a while. They quit a while back. They didn't give it more than a month, or at the most 2. And you think they might do amazing on some of the newer products that we have, but they don't want to have to deal with die-off, like all of that candida, fungus, die-off. Maybe you know that they would just be great at the opportunity, whatever the case may be. They would like the new products, maybe the collagen, maybe the skincare, right? You're going to message them something like this, okay? Say this. Hey, Kate, I'm not sure if you've heard, but we've had quite a few changes with Plexus recently. A new product or 2 has, as well as a redesigned 3-day challenge group. I was wondering if you'd be willing to take a look, participate in the challenge, and give me some feedback. Here's the clincher, in exchange for a sample of 1 or 2 of our newest products, meaning you're going to send one of your inactive ambassadors a free sample of the new product, right? Not a full trial pack, but maybe a single serving. You're going to say, I really think this might be a good fit for you, and it will lead you to the results that you were originally looking for. Okay? So this is a message you're going to send to somebody you have a good relationship with. 1 and done, 2 months and done. It's been a while since they've been on Plexus, but you've kept in communication And maybe you want to offer them, if they did the triplex and they just did not want to push through, how about some skincare? Or how about lean? How about Plexus Active? You know, we have these samples that you can literally give one serving of and send it in the mail. So you can also, if cost is an issue before with them, you're going to send them a message about how this is a trial group that can help them overcome that cost issue. Due to the simplicity of duplication, they can just invite some of their friends to take a look at Plexus in the trial group. Not to mention the effectiveness of this, and that you would love to lead them to a place where they didn't have to pay for their products. And you have to be really bold and confident when you're saying something like this. Remember, you're taking, your goal is to try to get an inactive ambassador to get back on the products and think about people who would love to join them, you know, and go silver. That's your goal. So be thinking of some of these people. I want you, now I've talked all this the last 6 or 7 minutes, go find some inactive ambassadors that you can send this message up here to, all right? And remember, you're offering a free sample, a single serving, in exchange for their opinion on it and participation in the 3-day group. Okay, go find a few of those and send this to at least 3 of your inactive ambassadors. Here we go. Setting the timer. Okay, were there a few people that you were able to find to send this message to? Anybody?
Yeah, I was able to. I did 2 voice messages.
That is perfect. The voice message is just so effective. Um, and it just makes a reconnection with some of these people again. It's so important to and to stay connected with our inactive ambassadors. So, okay, wonderful. Good job. And remember, you can always go back and do this with more of them, that you can't fit in right now. So it's the same. You can work with this all week long, okay, or next week. Okay. So we're going to go and find 10 to 20 white lines that have quit the product that you can reach out to. And here's the message, all right? You know what? This is the wrong post. I am going to go find the one. Here it is. All right. This is the one I'm looking for. I put a lot more spaces in between this. That's what it is. Okay, 10 to 20 white lines that have quit the product that you still have a good working relationship with this. These are people that you still have a pretty good working relationship with. Okay, hey, Kate, I've been thinking a lot about you lately, and I just always want to keep you in the loop because you matter to me. I want you to feel your best, and we can do that together. Here's the thing. We had a new product launch and new programs that are designed to really help support people. We redesigned an info challenge. So this is the verbiage that makes it sound really casual. An info challenge that lasts for 3 days, and it starts on February 26th. Would you consider being a part of that group and learning about the things like it's your first time? In other words, would you take a fresh look at it? I'd love to send you a free sample in exchange for your feedback and what you learned and experienced. So again, this is a text message. It's not going to be a voice message. It's a text message that you can send to some people and have them get a sample in their hands, take a look at the 3-day challenge, and possibly be willing to come back. So when you get a yes from them, you're going to add them to the group, and then you say, do you want to add anyone else that I can send a free sample to? Would you like to add anyone else that I can send a free sample to so they can experience it as well? Do you see how this is an inactive who's now thinking about some friends so they can go silver? Okay? This is true boldness, but it can be done. You just have to go at it. You just have to pound the pavement with this. And it can be done. So, what's a good thing to know? It can be one sample, or you can put in a few samples of a couple of different things, etc. Sometimes you just need to take the reins for your level 1. And the first time that they do it and do all of the hard work for them to help them get their first success and lead them. Okay, so go and look up about 5 to 10, or if you can, it says 20 white lines that you can send this text message to. Okay, and remember, you have to be willing to send them a sample if they say yes. Okay, so go for that. I'm going to give you another 3 minutes. This is a text message now. Okay, so far we have been working with everybody on our team. That's who we've been working for or working with. People, ambassadors that are on our teams. So now we are going to actually go for some potentials, okay? And I'm going to share my screen again, and we are going to talk about reaching out to some potentials, okay? Guys, really, when we think about this, people who have said yes to Plexus at some point already, they really are low-hanging fruit. We don't need to spend forever with them. We don't need to constantly be working on them to get them to come back, but they should not be people that we ignore, okay? Just because they've stopped taking the product doesn't mean that they won't ever start up again. I can name almost 10 people right now that I have sponsored over the past 5 years that come back. They quit and then they come back again because they know the products are amazing. They had results. They just lack the consistency. They just refuse to really focus on their health and stay consistent. But they're always drawn back to the great way that they felt on the product. So value that and know that it's in your back pocket right there, okay? Now, here's some potentials. People who have been interested in Plexus in their past, or people that you've been building a relationship with and you've just never mentioned Plexus to them. Now, guys, if you have truly built a relationship online, you've got a rapport, you've got a connection, even if these people you've never met personally in your life, you know, it's okay to offer them something free, a free sample, and get their opinion on what they think about it in the 3-day challenge group and expose them to Plexus. They don't know that that's an exposure. They think that you're just doing something nice for them, okay? And it's okay to ask that. I've done it. And, you know, once you've built the rapport, once you've had some conversations, once they see that you're just a normal person and you just say, hey, I just want to bless you, I'd love to get your opinion on this. You know, they can feel okay to say yes or no, and you still have the connection with them. Okay? So don't be afraid to ask them to take a look. All right? So here's what you're going to say. Hey, Jess, I really enjoyed getting to know you lately. I'm sure you've noticed in my feed or in my stories that I'm really passionate about some natural health and natural solutions. A couple times a year, this is so laid back. Listen to this. A couple times a year, we run these 3-day sampling groups where you're able to sample some of our products, learn about the products, and hear stories of people who have had incredible success. I'm wondering if you'd be open to joining the sampling group this time around. I'd love to throw a couple samples in the mail for you today. I'm putting together some packages for about 5 other friends. Even if you don't have 5, even if you don't have 1, it doesn't matter. Say that because you're planning on doing that, right? They think that everybody else is jumping on board. Why wouldn't they? So I'm putting together some packages for about 5 other friends, and I'm wondering if I can do the same for you. Okay? It's that simple. I've already had several people just in the last day or two. When I asked them that, they said, yeah, sure, I'll take a sample. I'll take a sample. That sounds great. This is one gal who I have connected with her about her dog. She's probably 15 years younger than me, but I love her dachshund and I've been commenting on it. And it's adorable. And she and I have had a couple of laughs because of it. I'll see it in her stories and go, oh my gosh, that dog. So adorable. Here's mine. And I'd send a picture of mine. Okay, so we've connected over dogs. So she's like, yeah, I'll take a sample. Yeah, that sounds good. I'll take a sample. I mean, it's that simple. Okay. And when they say yes, you just say, hey, awesome. I will put those samples in the mail. And in the meantime, I have a short video I'd love to send you that explains a bit what the products are all about. And you send them the 3-minute microbiome Plexus video, 3-minute Plexus video. Okay. Now, here's what Brooke sends. And I'll tell you what I send. I send a stick of hunger control, and a stick of active. That way they have 2 products. Now, if you want to be a little bit more in there, do hunger control, active, and Joyome, the skin serums, okay? That way they have some skincare, they have some pep in their hunger control, and they have an energy drink. So they can try 3 different things, but at least send them 2, all right? And I even have a little printout of what to do and how to take 1 single serving of each thing, okay? Here's another option that you could say. There's several things that are right here that you can just have a different option. Okay, so hopefully you're looking on your lists right now and you're locating some people that you've never talked to about Plexus, but you've built that rapport. Don't be afraid. If you have that rapport, you can offer them a sample. Okay, here it is. Hey, Becky, I'm putting together a few packages for 5 other friends that are taking part in my sampling group next week, and I thought about you. Maybe you've seen me talk about my natural health solutions and what they've done for me. But hey, if not, this is a great chance for you to see what it's all about. Would it be okay if I also popped a few samples in the mail for you? Very laid back, very casual. A voice message option for some of these people would be like this. Hey, Juliana, I just wanted to say hi today and reach out to you because I'm doing a little sampling challenge where I'm sharing about products that have really changed my life in such a profound way. I'd love to be able to send you some samples today if you're open to that. They're absolutely free. And I'd love to put you in this 3-day group so that you can check out a little bit more information about what these products have done for me and so many others. What do you think? Leave it at that. That's a voice message. Do you see how simple this is? This is not asking them to buy anything. You're offering to give them something in exchange for their opinion. It is a no-brainer, and what you're doing is you're getting product in people's hands. Oh. Okay, so hopefully you're locating some of these folks as I'm talking. You're locating some folks' names, and I'm going to finish this up, and then we can be done. Keep this very, very simple, okay? These are free. These are just free. Who doesn't want free, right? Okay, so if you get some yeses, then send this voice message. Just real simple. Okay, great. I will send those out today, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a 1 sample of 2 of my favorite products, 3 of my favorite products, 4 of my favorite products, whichever, okay? And while you're waiting for them, it should be a 2 or 3 days, I'm going to send you a few short videos about the science behind them. I'll go ahead and add you to the group right now too. So all you have to do is accept the invite. I can't wait to hear what you think. All right, now what I do is I literally go to the group and I click on add or invite, whichever it says, and I invite that person or add them to the group, but they're still not a member yet. And what I do is I copy and paste a link from that group and I go to the message that I just messaged them and I send them a link to the group. So I have just added them to it, which is basically inviting, and it sends them a notification. Sometimes people don't know to go check their notifications. So I physically send them a link in our chat group. And I tell them, okay, just click on this and you'll be a member. And it literally, for them, it says join group right there. And that's what I do. Now you can send a screenshot if you want to show them what the group looks like. But I think a link is more powerful because all they have to do is click on it right there. And the options with potentials is that you can even think about this, depending on what you know about them. You could even upsell them. Upsell them like this. This is a method that Brooke and Emily Gibson teach all the time. And I think I've already talked about it, but I'm going to go over it just a little bit again. Okay, how about this? Listen to this. Great. I have those samples all ready for you today for free. But if you would like to do a full 3-day sampling of the system, it only costs $10. Which one would you like to do? Okay, now in that case, the $10 is them PayPaling you, them sending you $10 through Venmo or PayPal. and then you go into the virtual office and you get their address, you purchase the thing for $19.95 and free shipping, and you have it shipped to them. You get $10 for it though, at least, okay? And that way it is a very small commitment from them, but it is affordable for them, and it's not a very big commitment. You know, $20 is what the thing costs, but $10 puts their money where their mouth is. And I think it's a really great idea. So depending on what you think the relationship can handle is where you need to do that. If you think that upselling them is going to make them say no, then fine. I'll just send out your free sample. Take a look at this video and I will add you to the group. They're still doing it. Okay, now go real quick and find 6 people and send this message to 6 people. All right, these are potentials. Go and find them and do that now. All right, I'm going to set my timer, and this will be the last thing that we do, and you'll just have to look at the last things later. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. All right. So just a real quick overview of the last thing. We're not going to take any time to do this, but I want you to take a look at it right here. I am going to actually share my screen so that you can see it, because, you know, this is really good stuff right here. This is really, really good. Okay. So if you have some past challenge participants that you had sampling the product, they were in the challenge group, but they never joined. Okay. This is perfect for them. Send them a voice message, okay? Go into your spreadsheet or the CRM that you're using. I use Teamsy. Go look through there and see who joined you in one of the challenges in the past year, 6 months, whatever, and send them this message. Hey, Mary, I hope you're having an incredible month so far. I was just thinking about you and how thankful I am for your friendship and just how thankful I am that you've been willing to try Plexus in the past. I know you participated in a challenge a while ago, and at that time, you decided that it was just not the time to join. Honestly, I was not ready to join after my first exposure either. It took me about a year before I decided to say yes to Plexus. And so as I was thinking about that today and about you, I really thought we should revisit this conversation. Over the past year, we have come out with some new products and systems to help people be successful with their health goals. And I wonder if you'd be willing to participate in our 3-day sample group that starts on Monday the 26th. We have some new products that you can sample, some new information, and a lot more stories about how people have had great success on these 4 products together. If I sent you a sample of something new, would you be open to taking a second look? Okay, so this is something they've never tried before. Maybe they've never tried lean. Maybe they've never tried active, okay? Maybe they've never tried whatever. And you've got a single sample and you want to have them join, take a look again, right? This is perfect for them. Okay, so that's a great message. What about some new people that have just joined you? All right, we've got to get them in the group. So new joins, here's what I would do. Hi, Gina. I'm so excited for you to be getting started this week. Everything should be here soon and we will get you up and running. You're going to love this so much. And as you start feeling better, other people are going to be curious about what you're doing. We have a 3-day info group starting Monday the 26th, and it would be so good for you to learn about the products and hear the stories in there. I have a feeling that you've already thought of others that can benefit from this group as well. And it's open to anyone. Can I help you gather a few friends to learn about this next week with you? So again, you've got a new join. You're going to get them in the group and you're going to get them to start thinking about a few friends that they could invite. And if necessary, you're going to send them some sample or two and get them to go into the group with them and experience Plexus and help the new person go silver. Do you see how important this is? We've focused on inactives, we focused on potentials, we focused on new ambassadors. And guys, this is what we're doing. We're getting people funneled through the 3-day challenge. We're getting product in their hands. We're asking them to take a look, asking them to give us their opinion, and asking them if there are anybody that they know that would like to come along and take a look with them. This is simple, okay? I'm so glad that you guys joined us for the Power Hour. If you are watching the replay, then awesome. You can stop and rewind and redo it again if you need to. I love all of you, and I'm so excited for you. So go rock it. Next Monday on the 26th is our group. All right, love you guys. Mwah.